leader and your transformational coach, and I'm the founder of the podcast Wake Up Sisterhood and online programs Calling in Your King, Discover Your Worth, and Soul Somatic. Now, if you are somebody who uses drugs, alcohol, and partying to fill a void in your life, I am speaking to you. Now, stay with me through this live and get real with yourself, okay? Now, think about it. What do you use those devices for? Yes, some of us use them recreationally, socially, to catch up with friends, to have fun, to relax ourselves, things like that. But then there's some that are using it as a band-aid to numb something that they don't want to feel. Now, some of the things that people use alcohol, drugs, and partying to numb are feelings of loneliness, feelings of not feeling good enough or not worthy enough, sadness, anger, all the things. Like, there's many different feelings, many different emotions that come up, and then we use alcohol, drugs, and partying as a band-aid to make ourselves feel better. Now, alcohol and partying and drugs isn't the only ones we use. There is holidays, there is Netflix, there is scrolling social media. There's so many, but today I specifically want to talk about partying, drugs, and alcohol. Now, I have been there. I have literally been a girl, particularly from the ages of about probably 21 to 31, where I would heavily rely on alcohol, drugs, and partying every single weekend at least to make me feel better. And what would happen for me, and this is real talk, I'm going to get super real and raw with you guys here, is that I would go to alcohol and drugs and partying. I would drink myself silly, sometimes take some drugs, so that then I would have the confidence to go out, speak to people, particularly men, and then to go home with a man so that then I felt loved for 5 minutes. So my intention and my goal behind it was to finally feel loved and to feel enough and to feel worthy enough and to feel confident enough, because when I used drugs and alcohol, it gave me this sense of confidence. But what was happening in the background for me was it was literally digging a hole for my self-worth. Now, can you relate with me on this? Because if you can, comment below, connect with me, because I feel you. I've totally been there. And thankfully, through the method that I teach many women all over the world right now, I've been able to shift that and do a 180 in my life where I no longer use alcohol, drugs, and partying as a crutch. In fact, I choose now when I want to drink alcohol, when I want to go out and party. And with COVID-19 happening right now, we are all being forced to stay home. And what's happening as we stay home is that we're no longer filling our life with all the things we were using to fill that void. We're no longer going out and partying because we can't, where it's legally not allowed right now. And so what's happening is we're being forced to go within and actually look at the parts of ourselves that we've been using alcohol, drugs, and partying as a band-aid over. And I mean, some people are still at home using alcohol and drugs and partying in their own house. But if you really want to look behind the curtain, look underneath that band-aid, and like truly make life-changing results for yourself in your life, it's about peeling off the band-aid. It's about going within. It's about facing off with all of those parts of yourself that you have been using those vices to numb and to avoid. And I can tell you right now, the moment I started looking at myself in this way, the moment I started looking at why I was using alcohol, why I was using drugs, why I was partying so much, and I had to look behind that and I went within myself, I started getting answers. And not only did I start getting answers, I started setting myself free within, because we're constantly moving energy through our body. Emotions are energy in motion. And so once you can truly go within, start moving this caught energy through your body, because we all have so many traumas that we have been through, which is often why we use those vices to numb those things that have hurt us in the past or come up for us. Once you can start looking at them, you can truly change your life around now too. And what's come for me from that is so many things. A 6-figure coaching business where I now help women heal their relationship with themselves so that they can create beautiful relationships and a life that they can't get enough of. And I built that 6-figure business super fast because I was so on purpose and continued to go within, face off with myself, all the parts of myself I had never wanted to look at. I have literally not long ago married the man of my dreams. And if it wasn't for me going within, doing this inner work, I don't believe that would have showed up for me. I live a life I can't get enough of. I have a beautiful tribe of friends that love me, support me, and hold me through everything in my life as I do them. And I mean, I could keep going on about how much my life has changed, but the most beautiful thing about this is that I have created this self-confidence within myself. I have a sense of self-worth. I know my worth now. And I actually have a deep love and gratitude for myself that there's no way I would go out and abuse my body in such ways anymore. So often. And yes, I will dabble in like alcohol and partying because there's an aspect of me that loves that. And I'll own that because it's a part of me. And it's when I know it's coming from a place of intentionality and good vibes and purpose versus trying to use it as a band-aid to numb something I'm not wanting to feel. So I'm inviting you to go within, to look at where you use those vices as something to numb, something to make you feel better, something to, put that band-aid over whatever's inside, whatever's going on for you behind that. So if you're a woman who would like to learn my method, if you're a woman who would like to beat these parts of yourself, like truly go within and heal these parts of yourselves, take care of these parts of yourselves, learn to be with your wounds in a way that you don't need to use alcohol, drugs, and partying to put that band-aid over and numb it, I'm inviting you to comment below, tell me more, and I will be in touch with you. If you are on Facebook, hit the share button and tag people in this. If you are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button because I pop out videos twice a week. And again, thank you so much for tuning into this. I love you guys so much. I see you. I am